Yarnie friends. Well, hello, I'm Sara, and welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sara. Welcome or welcome back. I love all my Yarnie friends, and I'm so glad when you can meet with me on Tuesdays. And just a quick note, every Tuesday, unless something happens, we do our live video chat over on the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time, because I live south of Denver in a city called Parker, Colorado. So if you don't know what time it is in your area, just Google it. It's super easy to find. We have a lot to talk about today, so we're just going to jump right in. Alrighty, now the first thing we need to do is clink in. Who's here today? Clinkety clink clink and super duper clink. I'm back to my old Folgers coffee. I've loved having iced coffee, but I'm really particular. There's a lot of them I don't care for, and I was out of what I like, so I made regular old Folgers coffee. Alrighty, but don't worry. I've got my water right here in case I get a little scratchy. We've had so much smoke come into Colorado that my throat is just so scratchy. I woke up last night in the middle of the night and my eyes were just burning. And so I really need to hope and pray that those fires stop and that the smoke clears out. It just seems like every fall, through the end of summer and into fall, we just get so many fires. We need that to stop. Alrighty. Now, the first thing I want to do before we talk about the winner of our giveaway is I want to do a shout out. I had another person in mind and I was getting ready to do that one. And then I found this one just by fluke. She commented on my video last week and I looked at her YouTube channel and I just loved it. And you're going to also. So our shout out of the week is for a wonderful person called Marie. And she has a YouTube channel called WhirledpeasOO Knits. She also does crochet, so don't panic, okay? Isn't that cute? It's Whirled, WHIRLED, Peas, PEAS, two big O's, Knits. You'll really like her. She's great fun. She does a lot of really fun stuff. Her YouTube channel is a blast. I will tell you that. One of the things that is important to me, of course, is to encourage other YouTube channels, especially those who are crafters like us. Whether they crochet, knit, sew. I found lots of really neat ones. I've got a whole bunch lined up for the rest of the year and hoping to find some more new ones. And so this one just sort of dropped in my lap and I enjoyed it so much I wanted to tell you all about it. Now I've already linked her YouTube channel on the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page. But I'll also, when I shoot this over to YouTube, I'll also put her link down in the notes in that description box underneath the video and you'll be able to find it there, okay? Her name is Marie of WhirledpeasOO Knits. I love her name. It's so fun to find really cool and unique names. My YouTube channel's just Sara Sach. And I did it that way because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Because, when I first started online, I've been writing patterns, crocheting, and knitting for probably about 30 years. But I've been doing this for about 42 years as far as knitting and crochet. But when I went to do my YouTube channel, I wasn't sure how I wanted to proceed. And so I thought I'll just call it my name. And I was going to change it to Sara Sach Crochets or Sara Sach Crafts or Designs. But I just decided to just leave it. I don't mind it just being my name. All right, so go check her out. Now, are you ready to find out who the giveaway winner is? All righty, let me move some stuff out of the way here. And just a reminder of what the giveaway is. You're going to receive this project bag, Coffee and Crochet with Sara. It's a muslin bag. Okay, you're going to receive 2 skeins. These are actually not skeins. These are cakes of Sunset Night Crochet. It's got the sequins in it. The color again is Atacama. I always have trouble saying that. Atacama Desert. It's beautiful. It's roses and pinks with lots of sequins. And then you're also going to receive this set of 3 bamboo hooks, okay? And then, you know, I always throw a little extra something in there from me that I've made. All right, so are you ready to find out who the winner is? I'm going to set that down there so I can pack it up. All right, so the August giveaway winner is... Gotta have that silence. The name of our winner is Angie Michael. Angie Michael. Michael. I love that because Michael's is one of my favorite stores. All right, Angie, congratulations! Now, how you can contact me, because I don't have any way to contact you other than here. Okay, because I don't know much, you know, anything about you, so you need to contact me, okay? And so what you need to do is either go to www.poshpoochdesigns.com, and the link to that is also in the notes under the video, and send me an email. There's a little contact tab. Click it. It'll shoot an email right to me. Tell me who you are, and I'm going to need your shipping address. And if you want to track it, I'm going to need an email address. But you don't have to give me an email address. Now, you can also contact me through the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page. Don't go to my personal page because I don't see those. Okay, go to my business page, Posh Pooch Designs on Facebook, and send me a message. Sometimes people do both, and that's okay. If you want to send them both, that way I know I've got it, but I do need your shipping address. Now, I want to be clear here. Never, ever put your email address or shipping address in any comments anywhere on any social media. You don't want anybody getting that information and spamming you, okay? And I did have a lady do that, and I deleted it and then sent her a message, but she didn't get the message, and it took about 3 months before I finally got her stuff to her, because you don't put your email address, you don't put your shipping address or phone numbers or any personal information on any public social media contacts. You don't want you getting spammed, okay? So, congratulations, Angie Michael. I'm super excited for you and to see what you're going to make with that yarn, because it is gorgeous yarn. All right, moving along. Are you ready to see what Michael sent me? I was really excited because when I ordered this stuff, it said it may come in several shipments. It did come in 2 shipments, but they were like on the same day, so they probably were just coming from different places. All right, so, but their mistake is your gain, because I ordered 3 of these, okay, in this box. I'm going to move the box so I can show it to you over here on this other cam, okay? Let's go down to the top cam here. This is a yarn I was dying to find. My Michaels didn't have it, and so I ordered this. It's called, I'm going to open one of these so you can see it without the plastic, because it is absolutely gorgeous yarn. This is called Rainbow, and this is a jacquard value craft smart from Michaels, and I have fallen in love with Michaels yarn again. I didn't buy it for a while because to me it was really scratchy, but they have really stepped up their game, and their craft smart yarn is gorgeous and it's soft. Okay, so I ordered 3 of these and they sent me 9. So guess what? Next month 3 of these are going to be included in the September giveaway, okay? So that's super fun. And I think you're really going to love this yarn. The jacquard yarn it's a striping yarn, but it's not striped normally like we see just colors. This has sections of solid and sections of variegated. And this is the way that Christmas yarn that I ordered is also, and I absolutely love this. I cannot wait. I'm gonna make a blanket with this, and I'll probably not use this until probably January. All right, so if you can get some, you're probably gonna need about 6 of these for the blanket. I haven't decided how big I want to go yet. But that's one of them that we got. The other thing I got is this gorgeous yarn. This is a striping yarn, and I did order just 3 of these. And it's called Value Stripe. That means it's all striped. It doesn't have those sections in it of variegated yarn. This is called Cinnamon. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those colors. This is not making me very happy though. But actually it's the other end that's pulled through. But anyway, I have a shawl that I made a few years ago called the Blessings Shawl. And I used a Caron Simply Soft for it. And I'm going to use this yarn to update that pattern. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, so that's what was in there. And then the other thing I ordered was just white. And because I'm always running out of white, and I need some white for the trim on the Christmas tree skirt that we're going to make. But I'm telling you, go to Michael's, check out their new Craft Smart Value yarn. It is soft, soft. It reminds me of Red Heart Soft. It's not slicky soft like Caron Simply Soft. It's just super duper soft, and I really love it. And I really love working with it. I've been designing and working on the Christmas tree skirt, and I'm hoping to have the tests back and everything ready to go the first or second week of November, because I want you to have time to get it done before Christmas. And the yarn that we're using is that Ivy and Cranberry. And I have it all downstairs because I'm working on it downstairs and while I'm watching the Mystery Hallmark Channel. That's my favorite channel. I love all the Hallmark mystery movies. Anyway, so I'll have more information on that later. But if you don't, just so you understand, you don't have to go buy that yarn. This is going to be a continuous type, super easy Christmas tree skirt that you can use any colors you want. You can stripe it. You can use variegateds. And the thing is, a lot of people will use like purple and silver or blue and white or whatever colors that you want for your holiday or Christmas tree. And so you can do whatever you want with that. But that should be ready about first or second week in November if everything comes back right. It's a super easy pattern, and that yarn just works up gorgeous for it. So if you do want to get that yarn, you're going to need about 3.5 to 4 of those skeins. And it's called Ivy and Cranberry, and it's the Michael's Craft Smart. And I don't have one up here with me, but that's what you'll need. But like I said, you'll be able to use any medium weight number 4 yarn for that. All right. Whew! Now you want to see what happened this week at Posh Pooch Designs, because I'm getting tired. Before we do, check out my new sign back there. Isn't that cute? I found that little canvas hanging thing, and I added some pom-poms on it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have my logo thing put on there. It's super cute. So I hung it up. I don't want you to forget what you're watching, you know. All right, what did we do this week? This little guy is wearing our autumn dog bandana. And I originally made this just for the little dogs, the pattern, of course. And then I work with several different dog rescues, and they do this for cats as well. And they like to send home just a fun little bandana, you know, depending on the time of year, to go with, you know, the dog or the cat that their people are adopting. And so she asked me if I could go ahead and make it in bigger sizes. Now, most of my bandanas, we work from the bottom up, and so you can make them as big as you want for any size animal that you want. This one, you start with the band, because this is considered a winter style. It's got a nice thick band to keep their neck warm. And then the bandana in fall colors, and I added a little pumpkin because Max is my little pumpkin. Poor little guy. I know y'all probably don't know this, but this little guy's blind now. He can't really see. He's really, really bad at night. But he's trucking along and doing really well. Yeah. He's such a good boy. I have to tell you the funniest story. My neighbors have goats. And they're just the fattest little things. You know, they eat so well. And they came over to the yard. I don't mind them coming in the yard, in the backyard and stuff, because we have like 5.5 acres. It doesn't matter. But I have roses in the front, and I use this deer spray that keeps the animals away. Well, it hadn't stopped the goats, and they came over and decided to start munching on my roses. And my son's like, the goats are in the front yard. And so we went out front, and Maximo, he can't see. You know, he's like all 6 pounds, and he goes running after those goats. And those goats took off across the yard like a Spitfire, just like, pshoo! This little dog chased off those goats. It was so funny. These goats are hilarious. They're like dogs. They come over, they kind of rub up against you. You go talk to them, touch their hindquarters, try to get them out of the way, and they're like, hi. They're darling. They really, really are. Except when they eat my roses, then they're not darling anymore. I just found that totally hilarious. Okay, the other thing that we did this week was our stitch of the month, and I love this stitch. It makes a nice rigid stitch, or not rigid, but ridges, so that you can dry things with this really well, like your hands. And it has this hanging thing. And someone said, but that's kind of a short hanger. But once you get your decreases down and you're just stitching rows of double crochet, you can make it as long as you need. I have a thin handle on my dishwasher, so this fits perfect on mine. But if yours is thicker, or maybe you have handles on your cabinets you want to hang this on, you can make that longer. It's not a problem. But that was what we did yesterday, and I really love how it turned out. It's nice and long, lots of room. And the nice thing about when you use 100% cotton is once you make something, put it through the wash, and it gets that sizing off of it, and it becomes a little puffier and more absorbent. Keep that in mind when you're making something from 100% cotton. All right, we did that, and then lastly, I'm going to go backwards to back on Friday Fun with Sara. My husband thinks I'm so funny. Anyway, let me get a sip of coffee. I'm going to move it out of the way. Okay, so what we did on Friday is dryer balls. And the thing about dryer balls is we talked about the acrylic, the cotton, and the wool, which works best, what'll work best for you, because some people are wool sensitive. And someone made a mention that, isn't that a waste of yarn? It isn't to me, because I have lots of yarn that's leftovers, and this is a great thing to make with your leftover yarns and make something useful. These also make nice gifts. If someone just got a brand new washer and dryer and you want to give them a little gift, put 3 of these balls together and make them, and one of the neat things you can make is one of those mesh bags, because they can put their socks or underclothes they don't want getting lost all in the dryer and stuff. And these dryer balls, it makes a nice housewarming gift, and they're really, really economical. Use your leftover yarns, make something useful, and also something that doesn't have any chemicals in it. And I talked about putting the essential oils on them, and I made the mistake of using the peppermint. Don't do that. It takes a tiny, tiny bit. I found the linen I was looking for actually at Sprouts in their essential oils. And I don't know the brand, but it was called Linen. And there's another one I think called Clothesline. I can't remember. But anyway, I just tiny drop on there. It gives a little smell to your clothes. And it eliminates having to use fabric softeners and anything that has chemicals in it. I wash all my clothes in all free, clear and free, has no dyes, no chemicals, because we're a sensitive family. My daughter, when she was little, is when I really started going with the non-dye stuff, used to have horrible breakouts, and we learned later it was the lemons and the limes when she was working at Sonic. She worked at Sonic all through high school and all through college, and even after that, and even earned scholarships from Sonic to help pay for her college because she worked there so long. Okay, so what are we going to do this Friday for Friday Fun Day? We're going to make these. This is, let me pull this up here. This is a frame. I just copied off a little thing to put in there because I didn't want to put a picture in it just yet. And we're going to make these, and then we're going to add magnet to the back. You can either put this on your fridge, or you can hang it up to make it into an ornament, or get several of them. I have 3 grandkids, so I'm going to make 3 and put my grandkids' pictures in them. Okay, so what do you need? You're going to need to pull out those leftover bracelets that we used. You don't have to use these. You can come up with different circles. Okay, but I want to show you real quick. I'm going to measure this just so you can get an idea. They are about almost 3 inches, so it has to be about that size. Now, you can make a chain and stitch over it. The problem with that is it's not going to be very sturdy. But if you don't have these bracelets, I know we talked about this before, you can go to your craft stores and find metal or plastic rings that are a similar size. They need to be right at about 3 inches or less. Don't go over 3 inches or the pattern won't work out, because we have to have the right amount of stitches for our shell stitches around, okay? You're going to need some fun buttons, and it doesn't matter what kind of buttons, because we're just going to sew them on to the top like this for decoration, okay? And then what you're going to need for your magnet, if you're making a magnet, is this. And, oh, I just dumped it. I opened the bottom. Okay, I bought this at my local Dollar Tree, and it came with one 10 by 12 piece. And what it is adhesive magnet. Let me show you. It's a magnet that's on an adhesive stitch. And we're going to cut the circle, and we're going to use that to put the picture on, as well as attach it to the frame. And I'll show you, we're going to cut it a certain way so that will work. Now, if you don't want to run to Dollar Tree, they also have this at Walmart. And always look for this stuff over by the stationery or in the craft department, where they are making all the photo albums and things like that, okay? There's a name for it, but I can't remember what the photo album section is called. But it's a magnetic sheets. I've seen this at Walmart, and I've also seen it at Joann's, and of course the Dollar Tree, okay? And it works really well. Now, if you don't have that, you don't want to run out to Dollar Tree or anywhere and pick that up. This was $1 at the Dollar Tree, and you can make, I think, 6 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can make 7 with this one sheet. Okay, if you don't want to do that and you just want to make it into a picture frame, you're going to need a type of glue like an E6000, or if you're going to keep it inside, you can use a hot glue. Okay, and I will explain all of this on Friday when we do our Friday Fun Day. I just wanted you to be prepared, and that's what I'm trying to do, because when we do our Friday Fun Day, we don't always just use the crochet hook and yarn. We use other things as well, and that's kind of what we're trying to do with the Friday Fun Day, is do different kinds of things, okay? And so you can make this a magnet, an ornament, picture frame, super easy. And I just printed off, this is actually some stationery paper I already had, and you can do that too. I just did that for some color so that you can see how that works. And also, I just have one button. You can add beads, pearls, more buttons, any decoration, flowers, bows. You've got a newborn baby and you want to make this in white and add some blue or pink or yellow flower. I mean, there's tons of things you can do with this. And I'll talk more about this on Friday. But pull out those leftover plastic bracelets and get you some magnetic adhesive, okay? And again, if you want this to be a magnet and you don't have that, you can use cardstock and just get other magnets you already have. Okay, but like I said, we'll talk more about this on Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I just knocked that box. I'm excited to make them because I want to make one for each one of my grandkids, so I can hang them on, put them on my refrigerator. All right. Whoo! That's a lot of stuff, huh? All right. Now, don't forget, Angie Michael, contact me. I need your shipping address to send your prize out, and be looking forward to the rest of the month. I've got so much fun stuff planned. I'm real excited about heading into fall and having some fall projects. I just love that. All right, so I'm going to let everybody go. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.